Female genital mutilation is a practice where the clitoris is removed from the part of the vagina even before they grow up as a way of culture. It is believed to be one of the terribly harmful practices suffered by girls as young as 4 weeks to 12 years. The practice is detrimental to the health, human rights, and development of girls and robs females of the right over their natural sexual functions, invades their privacy, as well as violates the right to make independent decisions in matters affecting their own bodies. Apart from the difficulty encountered in sexual activity, women are vulnerable to severe pain, excessive bleeding, infection, and psychological trauma that led to maternal mortality. Country Director for IPAS Ghana, Dr. Jehu Apia, has stated in an exclusive interview with FNN that the 4% recorded in Ghana must be eradicated so the country can record zero tolerance of the practice.
A shameful day for women who have to cut the part of their anatomy thinking that it will please men. The records say that, the studies say that Ghana is not so bad because, of course, it says 4% of females have their clitoral and the labia mutilated. But countries like Ethiopia, Sudan, where the incidence is so high, Egypt, for instance, has about 90% of Fgm, and they are done by doctors. Sudan, because of culture, they also do that. Sudan, the situation, the percentage is about 98%. So when you compare that to Ghana, which is 4%, we think we are okay. But let me tell you, Ghanaians are doing it underground. So these are not recorded. Unrecorded ones, the recorded ones is of 4%. 4% of the population, or the female population of Ghana, is still high. If you say even female population is half of the population, you understand? Even if we are 28, it means 14 million are women. 4% of that is such a huge number. There are faces to these numbers. And thinking about those areas where they go underground and perform this mutilation, we have declared zero tolerance for female mutilation in Africa. Ghana should not be singled out. So I think the fight should still continue until one day we will declare zero for Ghana.
He stated that no region is an exception, as the practice is a cross-border issue where people from neighboring Burkina Faso and Togo sometimes do that here in Ghana. He explains how dangerous the practice is to women who go through the rites.
Some that they cut that organ. It's not just a tissue, it's an organ. The clitoris is just like a penis. Just like penis has everything like a penis. So it's just cutting off an organ. And if you did that, and maybe you didn't touch the labia, that's the majora and the majora, large or the small ones, maybe, but sometimes they cut it in a way that even the opening is so narrow. You wouldn't imagine that some of the instances that we heard at the summit was that sometimes if a man cannot even penetrate, not even a childbirth, just penetration. If you cannot penetrate with an erect penis, they have to call an old lady to come and cut the woman again with a blade so that the man can enter. Or you have to force your penis to open up this woman. It might lead to fistula. Giving birth can lead to an opening to, if your external opening, your rectum, you might even be passing feces. You might even be passing urine through your vagina. These are the complications that we are talking about. The perineum or the pelvis has a muscle that should handle 9 months of incubating a baby. You okay? If it is weak, then during childbirth, they may have complications, even if you have a live birth. So I think it's important that we realize that even not only childbirth, even sex is difficult.
The International Convention on Population and Development Program of Action, Millennium Development Goals, Maputo Plan of Action on Sexual and Reproductive Health and Rights in Africa, and the African Health Strategy are all interventions and initiatives to curb any form of pain that are inflicted on women under the guise of socio-cultural values.